Hi you guys, my name's Claire, also known as Claire Bear here on my channel. For today's makeup look, I'm going to show you how I got this green and gold smoky eye that I wore for St. Patrick's Day this year. I was inspired by green and a pot of gold, hence the gold glitter, and I don't know, but I really love the way this turned out. So if you want to see how I got this look, let's go ahead and get started. So first of all, I primed my eyelids using the Urban Decay Primer Potion in the shade Eden. This is currently my favorite primer, but you can use whatever primer works best for you. You do you, girl. I am going to be using the Kat Von D Mi Vida Loca Remix palette. I know this palette is sold out and it's also ridiculously expensive on eBay and other sites, so I'm not urging you to go out and buy this, but I am going to try to describe these colors as best as I can for you so that way you can try to dupe them. So first of all, I'm just setting my upper crease and my brow bone with a neutral shade. I used Molder from my palette. Then I'm going to go in with this matte lime green, which is the shade Vinyl, in my MAC 217 brush, and I'm going to pop that into my crease and also my outer V. I just want to have a nice transition shade. And then going in with my MAC 224 and a little bit more of the product and just really buffing it out because I really wanted it to be green, you know? And then I'm going to go in with the shade Misfit, which is another matte shade, and it's more of a darker Kelly green. It's very bright, but it's also not as neon as Vinyl. So I'm just going to pop that into my outer V, and I'm also going to bring that into my crease. I'm trying not to go past where I went with Vinyl. I'm just blending it up. So now I'm going to go in with my Metal Crush eyeshadow, also by Kat Von D, in the shade Iggy. This green is very, very pretty, but this is one that when I applied it with a brush, it didn't quite give it the look that I wanted. So I did have to go over it later, but we'll get to that. I am not going all the way through to my inner third because I'm going to be popping Legend, which is a very light yellow gold. It's also a metallic shade, and I'm going to pop that over my inner third. I also put it a little bit on the inner third of my lower lash line as well. And then blending that shade and Iggy together using the shade Misfit. And then I'm just popping a little bit more of Iggy on with my finger. I noticed that this color did go on a lot more bold and metallic when I used my finger, so I definitely recommend doing that for you guys. I'm then going to go in with the shade Lemmy, which is a darker metallic green, and I'm putting that just on the outer corner of my eye just to add a little bit of dimension. I felt like the colors weren't quite flowing together like I wanted them to, and I needed a little bit more depth in that outer corner. Then grabbing my MAC 224 again, I am just going to buff out all of those edges. You don't want harsh lines, girls, you know. Then I'm going to go in with the shade Skulls, which is a light pearly white color. I don't know why I called a white light, but anyways. I'm using a fluffy brush and popping that into my inner corner and also onto my brow bone. I do recommend if you're going to use that particular shade to use a fluffier brush because that shade is very pigmented and it will look very, very metallic. So go easy on that one. Then I'm going to pop on some winged eyeliner. You can do your winged liner however works best for you. If you want to watch my winged liner tutorial, I will post that down in the description below. I am using a different method here, and I am looking down into a mirror because I didn't want a very thick line. I wanted a very thin pop of a winged liner. Now this is where I got really scatterbrained and I had no idea where I was going with this, but I started to smoke out my lower lash line. And I started off by using Vinyl and it really didn't give me the pigmentation I liked. Then I added some Misfit and that really didn't work either. So then I popped on a black pencil into my waterline and I blended the black out using Kat Von D Iggy, and then I really liked the way it worked. So then going in with my MAC Glitter in Reflex Gold and the fluffy brush again, I'm just spraying it with some setting powder and I'm just popping that all over where I put Legend. So this is just going to add that nice little pop of sparkle. I'm also putting it onto the lower lash line using an angled brush, also that I sprayed with setting spray, and just adding a little something something. After you pop on your lashes and mascara, you should have something like this. I love the way this looks. I think it's so pretty. I'm totally going to wear this again. And now I'm going to move on to my lips. I am using the GlamGlow Plumprageous Matte primer lip treatment. I don't quite know what this is. I use it as a primer because I love the way this stuff holds onto my matte lipsticks and keeps my lips feeling hydrated, which I know is weird. I know a lot of people say that this stuff is very painful. It is a plumper, so it does cause some burning, but I like it. I don't know, I'm weird, so you know, use at your own risk. And then I'm gonna pop on the Kat Von D Bow and Arrow liquid lipstick. Wow, I used a lot of Kat Von D in this tutorial. I did not even realize that. This is actually one of my favorite like brownie nude lipsticks that I have right now. I'm just gonna pop that all over. You can obviously use any shade that you would like with this. This is just what I did. I'm then going to go over the top of it using my Anastasia Beverly Hills lip gloss in the shade Gilded, which is a gorgeous gold lip gloss. I know a lot of people are like scared of this shade, but I think it's a really pretty like transformative shade to put on top of something else. So I'm just going to pop that over the center of my lip and kind of using it as a highlighter. I'm also applying it to my Cupid's bow. And yeah, I just think it added a little bit of dimension and also brought some more gold into this look. So anyways, that is the finished look. I hope you guys liked this tutorial. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to my channel for more videos like these. Thanks, guys!